How's it going, guys? Welcome back to another video. Let me ask you this question. How many bank accounts do you have? Because if you have one or two, simply put, that's not enough. In today's video, I'm going to tell you how many bank accounts you need to efficiently build wealth, pay off your debt, and get ahead financially, and also to have a lot of fun without having to worry about money. Now, if this is your first time to the channel, please consider subscribing, give a like for the YouTube algorithm. My name is Adrian. This is Always Talk Money. Now let's get into the video. Now, the first bank account that you want to have is a checking account. Now, this checking account is going to be your income account. Whatever money that you have coming in from multiple sources of income, hopefully, I believe everyone should have multiple sources of income. You should have that coming into one checking account. So it's going to be the biggest account that you have. And this checking account is going to be used to deploy money to every single other account. Do not pay anything from this account. This account is only used to bring in all of your income from all of your different income sources. The second account you want to have is your short-term savings account. You have this account where you use it to save for things in the short term. Let's say you have a medical expense coming up. Let's say you have a repair that you want to do in your home. Let's say you have a vacation that you want to go on. That is what this account should be used for. So you have your short-term savings account and you deploy money on a monthly basis, or anytime you get paid, you deploy money from the big checking account that all the money comes into. You put that into the short-term savings account. The third account that you want to have is the long-term savings account. And again, it's as explained. That long-term savings account is going to be for, are you going to buy a home? Are you going to buy a car? Hopefully for cash, right? Anything long-term that you need to pay for, put money into this long-term savings account. So if you're tracking so far, you have one checking account that is the main account that has all of your income, and the first money you want to transfer out is your short-term savings account, and then the second account that you want to transfer money out of is your long-term savings account. Now the fourth account that you want to have is your variable expenses account. This is the account that you have for groceries, gas, light bill, water bill, and so on and so forth. Basically, it's all of your living expenses. You want this account to be separate because every single month that you're paying bills, you don't want to be wondering, oh, did I forget something? Oh, did I have to save for something? You want to make sure you're taking care of your four walls, which is paying your bills, paying for the roof over your head. That includes rent and your mortgage and so on and so forth. So have this checking account for all of your household bills, and do not spend any type of entertainment or discretionary fund out of this account, because the next checking account you're going to have is your fun money account. This is where you have date nights. This is where you go out to eat. This is where you go to the arcade or the movies or concerts. Anything that you like to do for fun, your hobbies and so on and so forth, you want to have this checking account separate for that, because we all want to have fun. We all want to live life because that's what it's made to do. You don't want to just pay bills all the time. That can get draining. So you have this account separate from all of the other accounts, so that you know when Friday night comes and you see $300 in the fun money account, $300 is all you have. Do not spend more than what is allotted for each category and for each account. Now guys, if this video is giving you value so far, please leave a like for the YouTube algorithm and subscribe to the channel if you're new and you want to become part of the family. Now the next account that you want to have is going to be a savings account, and it's going to be for your emergency fund. Your emergency fund is not the same as your short-term savings or your long-term savings. Emergency fund is for when S happens. Okay, if you know, you know. S will always happen because this is life, and especially when you're in adulthood, things just come left and right, and you're like, man, can I ever get a break? So this is the break that you need by saving an emergency fund. And now conventional wisdom says have 3 to 6 months worth of expenses in your emergency fund and you will be good to go. But you cannot and should not ever go long term without an emergency fund. It's vitally important. Now the next account and the last account that you're going to have is not a bank account. It's your investments. It's your 401k. It's your Roth IRA, HSA, whatever it is. You have at least one of those or multiple one of those, but this is not the point of this video. It's more to go with your day-to-day and your bank accounts. But the last account that you should have, and it's not last in terms of importance, but you should have some sort of investment ready to pay you in the future, ready to pay you for when you retire, and you can withdraw money down from your retirement accounts, your nest egg, and retire comfortably. It's very important. Why do you have all these accounts? Because conventional wisdom is that you have a checking and a savings, but most Americans really struggle with having that because all of your money gets commingled and you don't know what money is designated for what thing, right? So you might try to budget, but if you're budgeting all out of one bank account, it's not going to work because this $100 might have needed to go for the kids' braces, but you ended up spending it on groceries, right? So, and that's what happens. So when money is separated and delegated, then you know, okay, this is where this goes and this is where this goes. Now, in terms of that big checking account that all of your money comes into, and then you have to delegate how much goes into each of the other accounts, that's up to you to decide. And this is why you have a budget, and that's how you should be breaking down your budget. Link in the description down below. I have a budgeting blueprint on my website, alwaystopmoney.com. Check that out if you need some help, as well as a money management ebook. Those two resources I think will greatly help you out. But multiple bank accounts is the way to go. You want to have a bank account for each separate thing. This is not like back in the day when you had to physically go to each bank. All of this stuff is digital, and you can do online banks, you can do physical banks, you could do a mixture of both. You can have all of the bank accounts in the same bank, and you can see on your online portal, you can see all the separate checking and savings accounts that you have, and you can work it that way. Whichever way works best for you, but I think the best system to have is to have all these accounts. With that being said, this is the end of the video. I hope it brought you some value. I hope it brought you some insight on how you should really handle money and why you're failing in your money goals, because you're trying to do everything out of one bank account. It's just not efficient. You don't go to a job and have one department. Everything should be separate. Everyone should have a preordained position, and that's what you should be doing with your dollars. As I said, QR code right here. Check the link, alwaystopmoney.com. Sign up for the newsletter, like, subscribe, all that good stuff. My name is Adrian. I hope you have a great, wonderful rest of your day, and I will see you. Peace.